What's up guys, ShinyHunterDestroyer here and welcome back to a brand new Pokemon Journeys anime discussion video. Today I'll be talking about episode 60, which is titled Aim to be a League Master, Charge with Chivalry. Just judging from the title of this episode, it's time to get into a big episode for FARFETCH'D. This episode starts off as most episodes start. They start off at the Cerise Park with Ash's FARFETCH'D training with Go's Scizor, doing a little bit of sparring and all with each other. After the session, Go comments to Ash about how FARFETCH'D has improved ever since that training with Wikstrom, and then also comments about how both Scizor and FARFETCH'D were pretty tired, so they head out to the Pokemon Center. On the way to the Pokemon Center, they find a Bellsprout who didn't seem to be in pretty good shape. With Grookey though, they were able to get it back into better shape, which led to Grookey befriending Bellsprout, and this ended up with Grookey getting Go to catch Bellsprout. After the encounter and after Scizor and FARFETCH'D heal up at the Pokemon Center, Ash gets a Pokemon World Championship battle notification. This notification ended up being from Rinto, a Pokemon trainer that appeared in episode 51 of Journeys, where he completely exposed the main weaknesses of FARFETCH'D and made them really clear to Ash. It seems to be the perfect time for that rematch against Rinto's GALLADE and Ash's FARFETCH'D with the Pokemon Championship notification and all. Before the battle started, Rinto was intrigued with Ash and all the credit he was giving FARFETCH'D, talking about how much improvement they've had from the rigorous training with Wikstrom and just the general training they've been doing. It seemed to be that the improvement was justified. After their little reunion at the Pokemon Center, their battle begins, and it doesn't start off strong for FARFETCH'D. It shows that FARFETCH'D has improved, but GALLADE is still able to brush off attacks seemingly. Even after using Detect, FARFETCH'D wasn't able to do much. FARFETCH'D tries to get in close again, but this ended up with GALLADE getting a little bit of a slice at FARFETCH'D. What I mean by that, well, GALLADE didn't slice FARFETCH'D, but instead, the leak. FARFETCH'D looked to be devastated, but Ash looked at FARFETCH'D with the second half of the leak on the ground and believed that this was part of FARFETCH'D's course to becoming a League Master, because Ash thought back to their training with Wikstrom and referenced Aegislash and the sword and shield it wielded. That portion of the leak that was cut off was then picked up by FARFETCH'D and held as a shield. With the words of courage from Ash, FARFETCH'D started to battle once more, but it still felt like GALLADE was toying with FARFETCH'D as FARFETCH'D is pushed back once again. Ash encourages FARFETCH'D one more time, telling FARFETCH'D that they will get stronger together, that he believes in FARFETCH'D. With this, FARFETCH'D stands up once again and uses Fury Cutter on GALLADE, landing on 3 swings that looked substantial. Suddenly, FARFETCH'D is turning the tides around. GALLADE rushes in for another move, but a blue glow was already surrounding FARFETCH'D, and before you know it, FARFETCH'D evolves into SURFETCH'D. Realizing how much stronger SURFETCH'D became from that evolution, Rinto lets GALLADE get hit by a Night Slash, which boosts its attack strength due to its ability Justified. After powering up, GALLADE and SURFETCH'D go in for a final clash, and after one final phrase of encouragement from Ash, SURFETCH'D wins the clash, resulting in a good win for SURFETCH'D. Not only did they win the rematch with Rinto, but they gained more than that. After seeing what Ash and SURFETCH'D were able to do in battle, Ash got Rinto's respect, and Rinto realized that he still has some work with GALLADE to do. On their way back to the lab, Go talks to Ash about how amazing SURFETCH'D and him are, and just about how SURFETCH'D wanted to protect Ash after Ash protected SURFETCH'D with his own words, and, well, after all of this, the episode comes to an end. This episode was great. Like, I can't really describe it better than that, unless I describe it as the Rinto Bird Leak episode. Actually, that might be a better description, to be honest. Okay, jokes aside, this episode was awesome. I'm really happy with it. FARFETCH'D's evolution was done really well in this episode, and the animation for some parts of that fight between GALLADE and FARFETCH'D/SURFETCH'D were just awing to watch. But that's not what y'all watch my videos for, right? I don't talk about animation. Let's get talking about what I thought about everything this episode, because that's what I'm here to really talk about, you know? Okay, first off, I want to talk about this episode in chronological order. So, you know what's first? Well, Ash once again has around an 100 rank jump from the last time we saw him ranked in the Pokemon World Championship. This one seems like less of a punch in the face by Journeys, and honestly, this jump is completely fine. It shows that he's been working on getting better, battling trainers and such, but it also doesn't just go from one end to another at jet speed. Next up, Go's little capture that I honestly really enjoyed too. It was a cute moment and it displayed Grookey's personality in just a few minutes. The nice monkey just healed the plant, and the plant was like, hey yo, like, we cool now, right? I'd like to see more of Grookey just befriending other Pokemon like this because I just find that adorable, and it will make for more interesting capture episodes in the future. I'll talk more about Grookey in a different video someday, but I hope this could foreshadow to something for the future of Grookey. Year 1 of Journeys, I wouldn't be thinking about foreshadowing about this and that, but right now, I feel like I can think about that a little more because of what they've done with the battle in today's episode. But before I get into that, can I just comment that I basically got spoiled of what happened here before the episode came out? Like, okay, hold up. Rinto trained with Wickstrom, and that was a prediction made that I was told by some person, you know who you are, and I got another prediction from another friend that told me that basically Farfetch'd would evolve with 2 halves of his leak and boom, transform to Sword and Shield. Thanks, Karibo. I just have really smart friends. Also, Karibo told me to shout him out if he was right, so hi Karibo. I feel like he won't even watch this video though, so I don't know. Okay, but the battle, sorry, this battle is amazing. Too amazing. I was screaming about a lot of things during this battle. Farfetch'd's leak getting cut in two, Rinto's attitude towards Ash, Ash and Go moments, Rinto saying inadequate. The first important topic of this battle is of course Rinto. Good on Journeys for bringing him back for Farfetch'd in his evolution. Everything Rinto did this episode was exactly what I would expect from Rinto. The way he was talking to Ash, and even the comment about Ash, how, you know, he should learn for himself why Farfetch'd and Ash were inadequate. You know, I really hope Rinto returns in the future. The development style for Journeys has been definitely focus on one thing and then move on, which scares me because Rinto has such a great personality to be another rival for Ash. Rinto respects Ash, but also is super patronizing towards Ash at times. Rinto is a strong trainer too, that even has his own tricks up his sleeves, like GALLADE's ability. Rinto has the qualities of a rival that can help Ash grow as a trainer with his current Pokemon, and still, he's also a trainer that will be fun to watch till the last time we see him. This brings up the topic of Farfetch'd, or, well, actually Sirfetch'd now. Sirfetch'd's evolution was done really well this episode. Not only was it just a great scene to watch in its entirety, but it followed game logic where Farfetch'd has to hit 3 critical hits in a single battle to evolve. What I mean is 3 big hits later, Farfetch'd evolved into Sirfetch'd. It's very simple logic to follow, but it's those bits that let me respect scenes like this. Another thing I'm scared of after this episode though is what this will mean for Sirfetch'd in the future. Yes, this battle was great in a good way to cap off Farfetch'd's evolution arc, but the trend of Journeys is once again to focus on one Pokemon for 10 to 15 episodes or so and then move on. That's what happened with multiple Pokemon already. Lucario, Cinderace, you remember them? Hopefully Sirfetch'd isn't added to that list too. To be fair, they had to develop the Pokemon that weren't fully evolved, but it's still weird that they would space it out like this. It's just, if Rinto and Gallade won this battle, this wouldn't even be a problem. It would set up nicely for more Sirfetch'd in the future and give Sirfetch'd something to work towards. I just feel like Rinto went out too easily this episode, as he was shown to be such a powerful trainer and opponent back in episode 51. Yes, Farfetch'd evolved, but evolution doesn't always have to mean a win, and I think this is a case where they should have let Sirfetch'd lose, or at the very least, draw with Gallade. Basically, what winning does is not only make it harder for a Rinto return that's satisfying, but it almost caps off Sirfetch'd's development entirely, which in my opinion is a loss for Journeys. Sirfetch'd capping off its arc means that we get more development though from other Pokemon such as Sobble and hopefully Dracovish, who actually was shown in a little part at the start of this episode, so you know, I thought they forgot Dracovish existed. Okay, I'm getting a little off topic to what I wanted to talk about here. I wanted to talk about how I really liked how Farfetch'd responded to Ash. It really helped show what the two of them have gone through as a team. From Farfetch'd wanted to go in for its own sake with brute force with its first battle with Rinto and Gallade, and now looking back at training that they've done in the past with Wickstrom, they put it all together to solidify the team that both Ash and Sirfetch'd have, from inadequate to haha, you were wrong, Rinto. The amount of times we got to see past episodes of Journeys this episode makes me think that Journeys is starting to do more little bits of foreshadowing. It makes me more hopeful that more episodes will connect to each other instead of when it felt like nothing connected. If this doesn't make you hopeful, then I don't know what to say to you. And all of that, they still were able to fit in Go just praising Ash. I love your journeys. Overall, this episode was great with some nice animation and great personalities colliding with each other in both Ash and Rinto. I think a GALLADE and FARFETCH'D rematch should come again, and with that handshake at the end of their battle, I hope that it's a sign that they will see each other again, and it's not just a farewell handshake. With FARFETCH'D evolving, it seems FARFETCH'D is ending its arc, which means more room for more Pokemon. It did all of that without lots of negative parts of the episode. A cute Go Grookey moment at the start, a minor jump in the rakes, nothing too major that is an episode killer. I could be missing something, but for what it is, an episode that was led up with lots of build-up, it's a great episode in Journeys. And that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys did enjoy, please consider hitting the like button because that is super highly appreciated. If you want to see more content like this, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any more of my videos. What do you think about this episode? Let me know in the comment section down below. Also talk about Rinto in those comments because if it is the last, he needs to go out with more talk. Thank you to Couldn't Be Bothered to think about a name for becoming a member as well. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Have a nice day, guys. Peace out.